I seen a lot of videos of guys under like 23 asking why no one's hiring, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. And a little backstory about me: I own a plumbing slash general contracting company in San Diego County. I did not go to college. I went straight into the fucking trade. So I've been doing this since 2015, and I'll tell you why no one's fucking hiring. Because you guys are too fucking expensive. And what do I mean by that? And you also guys don't have any skills that bring money to the table. It's kind of weird to explain. But before, back in the day, like my biggest struggles were like, I struggled with reading and writing, and I just didn't want to go to college. I was like, fuck that, I'm not going to college. But I'm very good at math. I could run numbers. I could, I could always do math. So math was one of my strong suits. I know I didn't want to, and if you know anything about construction, it's very math based. Like everything is measurements. Everything is it's like quarter inch, half inch. It's all fucking math. So for me, I chose to go to the trade schools, and um and then I've been doing construction ever since. It's been since 2015. It's been 11 years I've been doing this. I'm 29 right now. This is my last year before I hit 30, and I see the younger generation, and it sucks for you guys. You guys are fucked. There's no easy way to tell me, but you guys are fucked. And this is coming from a guy that started his own company and did the entrepreneurship route. It's you guys don't understand how fast AI is moving. And a lot of you, and I seen one video of this guy. He's like, how do people do it? Like, I have a fucking bachelor's degree. I'm 19, 20 years old. Like, whatever he's all talking about. I got a bachelor's degree, and no, I can't even get a job at Walmart. Number one, it's like, dude, if you're applying to Walmart, they want some loser person. They want someone they can't advance at Walmart. And when you're last smart, they're gonna realize you're too smart to work here, so you're probably gonna quit and go get another job. So there's no reason to hire you. It goes like for the same reason for me. A lot of these people complain. They're like, "Oh, I want a job. I want." You guys were never taught like the basic like work ethic, like show up on time, go to work, and you guys were lied to. Everyone was told like, "Hey, go to school. You're gonna have a badass job. Become a lawyer. Become an engineer." And make six figures easily and go to college, and you guys were forced to take out all this debt, lied to, and now I look at my debt, I'm like, fuck, I have $50,000 in like debt, but it's company vehicles, it's equipment, it's tools, it's software, and my debt is like I could go bankrupt with my debt. So when I look at someone that's like, dude, I have 100+ K of debt, and I have a degree in fucking human studies or some liberal arts, and you're like, or marine biology, is like, dude, like, I don't know how the fuck you're ever gonna pay that. I trip out my debt. I don't know about you. So the reason no one's hiring is because you guys are too expensive. And now with this modern technology of AI, it it doesn't fucking make sense. Like you guys want computer jobs, and there's literally no AI does it cheaper. It doesn't fucking complain. AI doesn't care if it's you. I just talk to my AI, and it does whatever it's fucking told. And I seen these people like burning down warehouses. They're like, oh, we're underpaid and this and that. It's like, dude, you guys worry about that now. Like, imagine if 3 to 5 years to 10 years. That's one of the biggest things I think entrepreneurs could do, is they could see the future. And the one thing that people did with me, they laughed. They're like, "You're gonna become a plumber, haha. I'm gonna call you when my toilet's backed up." Number one, I don't even offer that type of service. I do construction. People forget, like, before there could be a toilet that ever backs up, you need the infrastructure to build it. Like, that's what I do. I built the infrastructure before it could ever have a fucking problem. So I don't even unclog toilets. But they laughed at me because I knew, like, dude, why the fuck would I go to college? The numbers didn't make fucking sense. I was like, you want me to go to college, waste 5 years of my life, maybe at best, do shit I fucking hate, like spelling, essays, I'm like, I'm not going to be happy when I could join a blue collar right off the bat, join the trades. You got to keep in mind, when I joined the trades, I joined like basically the union. Right off the back, I was making like $19 an hour in 2015. an A1 apprentice. Right now, an A1 apprentice makes like $28 an hour, not knowing shit, like no experience. And every time you hit your hours, you get an automatic raise. You're not even fighting for your raise compared to if you work for someone like me. You don't get an automatic raise when you hit a certain amount of time. You would have to ask me for a raise. There, I hit my hours, boom. That's why I was like, hell yeah. The more overtime I work, the faster I got my pay raise. So I was like, dude, give me 712s, because the faster I become an A2, A3 apprentice, I could be an A1 apprentice, but an A3 pay rate. I was like, give me the fucking hours, because your hours, you get your raise upon hours. So even now, that's a good paying job, but dude, in like 5 years, there's gonna be humanoid robots. And people laugh at me right now. They're still laughing at me. They're like, you're fucking tripping, dude. I was like, what are you talking about? There's gonna be robots that, like, even I'm scared of my losing my job, but I know I'm so far. It's like you know how there's models from right now, ChatGPT model point 5 point. Think of me as a model of like plumber 10 11.0. Like, I've been doing this for 11 years, but you got to keep in mind, in 4 or 5 years we're gonna have, Tesla's probably gonna drop a robot, and it's gonna be as easy as like, let's say you do have a leak, and the robot is going to be able to download all the information of plumbing YouTube videos, everything that's out there on the internet, and learn how to fix your plumbing. And all you'll be like, hey, go buy me this tool. I need this part, I need this part, and this part, and I could fix it for you. So even people like me will lose their jobs, but not me, because like I said, I'm so far in the game, and I also know how to adapt. Like, the numbers are telling me, like, dude, you got to go into AI, because if you don't, you're gonna get fucked. So it just sucks because there's no jobs out there, because AI is replacing them, and the jobs you guys are applying for, it's gonna be wiped out first before my job. Don't get me wrong, my job is gonna get wiped out too, but not for specialists like me. Like, you know how there's specialist engineer, like the top performing people will still have a job. But for you to get into plumbing now, it's like, dude, I don't know when Tesla or whoever has the most money is gonna drop money on these humanoid robots that's gonna know what the fuck to do. And then you don't keep no, like, hiring someone. It's so fucking expensive. You don't understand how expensive it is. People are like, oh, the boss is making money. Like, you're only paying me $18 an hour, $20 an hour, or 24, 25, whatever, and you're charging 10 grand for this job. And people always assume, like, as me, I'm making a shitload of money. It's like, dude, if you really knew about expensive gas, insurance, all this other shit, unless we were always hitting peak performance and always like staying busy, and that means we were bidding accordingly. Like, people forget, like, companies go bankrupt. The chances of me being successful is like a 5 to 10% chance of me being successful, but there's a bigger risk of me. I know the math that where if I don't take risks, that's the biggest risk, because humanoid robots are gonna come and take all our fucking jobs. Either way, so I'd rather bet on that 5-10% of me becoming successful than actually having a regular ass job, because then everyone is not gonna have a job, and then everyone's. I always see this generations complaining. It's like, dude, no one's hiring unless you're the fucking best, and unless you have a fucking work ethic of like being a fucking slave, and people don't like that here. It's like, oh, employers shouldn't treat you this way. It's like, dude, AI doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't care. AI doesn't care how I talk to it. AI is not gonna get offended. I just tell AI what I want it to do, and it fucking does it. It doesn't have emotions where I might say something to someone else and they might feel a type of way where, they're like, oh, this guy, I don't like the way he's talking to me. Like, even people at the stores. Yeah, I go to a store, and I'm, like I said, I've been in construction for like since probably like 12 years old. So I always been working. I'm fucking deaf, and people sometimes assume that I'm screaming at them. I was like, I'm not screaming at you, but I understand, like, I don't have an inside voice, so people probably like, hey, you can't talk to me like that. I was like, dude, what the I was like, whatever, dude. I don't even want to argue with you. I'm just gonna walk away, because like, I'm not even screaming. But I get who I already know. I have a loud voice. People might take offensive. AI doesn't care how I talk to it. It doesn't care, and that's who your competition is right now. It's a fucking robot that doesn't care. And it doesn't take breaks. I could hop on AI right now and just be like, yo, da 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 da, do this research, this, da 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 da, and it does it. And I'll be like, oh, I didn't like what you did, do it again. And it's not gonna be like, I just did it, what the fuck? It's not gonna give me attitude, it's not gonna do anything. So it's like, dude, AI is taking everyone's job. And it's gonna take plumber's job. Everyone's like, oh, blue collar safe. I was like, dude, like you guys are not fucking paying attention to what fucking like Boston Dynamics is doing. It's like that's why I can't sleep at night. I'm like, fuck these robots. And even with me, like I already know I'm gonna be okay. I'm like, they're not gonna take my job because I'm always adapting also. But the regular person that doesn't have the crazy ass work ethic, it's gonna get destroyed. And then the craziest part is there's gonna be less and less jobs. And when there's less and less jobs, there's gonna be more fucking competition. So unless you're the fucking best, it's gonna suck. And I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Like either we have like universal basic income for everyone, but everyone's gonna get depressed as fuck. Like on the Great Depression, you know. I just feel bad because I see people apply. Everyone they hit me up. They're like, "Yo, could I get a job?" And it's like, dude, you guys don't even meet the minimum requirements, which is like shut the fuck up and do what you're told. And when you break it down like that, people get mad. It's like, well, you can't talk to me like that. It's like, dude, you think like people think like every company is gonna survive. If you're not a fucking animal and adapting, think about like Blockbuster, JCPenney, Sears, Circuit City, like all there's so many companies that go bankrupt. It's like, dude, and there's some it's just like if you don't have that work ethic, it's like, dude, I can't have you in my team. And it sucks because everyone's paints like the CEO as a bad person. Like everyone's like, oh, Elon Musk sucks. And it's like, dude, Elon Musk is probably the reason why we're not getting fucking nuked because he has probably secret contracts with the government that are super hypersonic missile weapons that could fucking attack any country at any moment. That's what keeps everyone at bay. Like people don't understand that. It's like, but everyone hates on the rich people, but it's like, what do you do? Like me on the Sunday before I got kicked out of Starbucks, I was working on stuff with AI. Like you guys are not working. You guys don't have the work ethic, and I don't too sometimes. But that's why I'm telling you, that's what's crazy about work AI. Where I'm just like, when I don't feel like doing anything, I just tell it what to do, and it fucking does it. So it's kind of scary, but AI is here, and it's gonna. If you don't use it to your advantage, you're gonna get fucked. And there's less and less opportunities out there, and then there's gonna be more and more people that are gonna fight for those opportunities. You're fighting a battle of people that actually have kids, family. When you start putting those, it's like, okay, you guys are an 18 to 25-year-old fucking college student, no kids, no family, no one depending on you, compared to you're fighting against a 33-year-old, 37-year-old that has fucking 4 kids. You think a person that has all those kids and has a family to feed is gonna complain about, oh, I don't feel good. I have to take Monday off for my mental day. It's like, dude, when you're fighting against people with kids, you're gonna get destroyed. And I think most of you guys don't have that mentality or the reason to keep fighting. And especially when my younger cousins are like, they don't give a fuck. They kind of quit on the job market. They're like, dude, I don't really care. I'm like, I try to give them jobs. It's like, dude, let's go dig. And they're like, I'm not fucking digging. It's like, well, all right, dude. Like, sorry, I can't make you the fucking manager already. But yeah, it fucking sucks for everyone else. And like I said, I'm worried too. But I think I've been doing this long enough to survive the AI humanoid robot. I don't think people like me, you're never gonna replace someone with this much experience at my age. I don't think it'll ever happen. Anywhere I go, like I said, my worst case scenario is I can get a job, but that's everyone's normal, and it's crazy for me because I don't have no degree, I have no thing. But if I show my resume to any company, they're like, "Here's the truck, get to work," and day one, I'm already telling people that I never met me what to do, and they can't even question me because I've been doing this, you know. But yeah, it sucks for people right now. I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys are kind of fucked. Whatever though. Keep working.